She said Ramadan Kareem on Instagram while chewing in secret. Aisha was born into a Muslim home. Her parents didn't just raise her, they nurtured her. They taught her how to make wudu, how to pray, how to say Bismillah before eating. They guided her in the way of Allah, and she wore her hijab with innocence. Her mother adjusted her little hijab before school. Her father would say, "My daughter is amana from Allah." And she's always wearing a beautiful smile. As she grew older, under that hijab was a very beautiful girl, and the world began to notice. When she got admitted into the university, everything changed. New freedom, new environment, new voices. Her friends would say, "Why are you covering all that beauty? You're too fine to cover your hair. This is university, not your father's house. Hijab is hiding your beauty." At first, Aisha resisted. Then one day, she left the hostel without it. And nothing happened. So she did it again. Parties became normal. Music, late nights with her friends became a routine. Skipping classes. But whenever her phone rang, Mummy calling, she would quickly wrap her hijab. "Yes, Mummy, I just came back from mosque." And her parents believed her. One day, her parents visited her in school. She dressed modestly, walked them around campus, spoke softly. Her father looked at her with pride. "My daughter is still strong in her deen." That sentence stayed in her. Ramadan arrived. School was on break. She returned home. Online, she transformed. Ramadan Mubarak, day 1 of fasting. Alhamdulillah for this blessed month. Perfect captions, perfect aesthetics, perfect illusion. But she didn't fast. She would wait until everyone left the kitchen. She quietly opened the fridge, drank water, ate small snacks, ate enough food, wiped her lips, and returned to her room pretending to be tired. Every day, from day 1. She didn't pray either. Instead, she stayed online, scrolling, chatting, laughing in group chats, posting Ramadan reminders she didn't follow. The likes increased. The comments said, "Ramadan Queen, so inspiring. May Allah accept your fast." She looked religious on screen, but in reality, her prayer mat remained folded. By day 20, Aisha's Ramadan aesthetic was booming. Soft lighting, slow Quran flips. Caption: "Trying to be consistent this Ramadan." Irony. A small, modest fashion brand DM'd her. "We love your Ramadan vibe. Would you collaborate? Maybe a pray with me reel?" She nearly screamed. This was validation. This was proof her fake Ramadan was working. They sent her outfits. Beautiful flowing abayas, elegant hijabs. The concept? Show us your prayer routine. Dark humor begins here. Aisha didn't even remember the proper recitation. She had to Google how to pray properly, step by step. She practiced in front of a mirror, not to connect, but to perform. The brand reposted her video. It went viral. Comments flooded in. "You inspire me to pray again. I started Salah because of you. You're such a strong Muslima." Her own younger cousin messaged her. "Auntie Aisha, I want to be like you. I started praying because of your video." That line didn't feel like praise. It felt like pressure. Because now, she wasn't just lying for herself. She was misleading people. It didn't happen through comments. It didn't happen through viral memes. It happened quietly. One afternoon, Aisha's mother received a message from a distant aunt. "Hajia? I saw Aisha's page. Is everything okay?" A screenshot followed. Aisha at a campus party. Hair uncovered. Music in the background. a drink in her hand, and below it, her Ramadan post from the same week. Alhamdulillah for fasting. The contrast was brutal. Her mother didn't shout. She didn't call immediately. She just stared at the screen. And something inside her cracked. That evening, when Aisha called, her mother's voice sounded different. Quieter. Shorter. "Are you okay, my daughter?" That was all. No accusation. Just softness. And somehow that softness felt heavier than anger. 2 days later, her mother fainted. Stress, the doctor said. High blood pressure. Too much emotional strain. When Aisha heard, the world tilted. She rushed home. The hospital corridor smelled like antiseptic and fear. Room 207. Her hands were shaking. For years, she had switched between two lives effortlessly. But this door felt like judgment. She pushed the door open, and her heart dropped. Her mother, the strong woman who used to wake up before Fajr every day, looked fragile. An oxygen tube rested gently under her nose. Her lips were dry. Her eyes were closed. The same hands that once tied Aisha's hijab neatly before school, now weakly resting on white sheets. Aisha whispered, "Mama." Her mother slowly opened her eyes. And when she saw her, she tried to sit up. Even in weakness, she tried to look strong. Her mother smiled faintly. "My daughter, you came." No anger, no interrogation, just relief. That hurt more. Her mother's voice was thin. "Are you fasting well?" That question. Aisha couldn't answer. "Why did you lie? Why did you disgrace me?" Aisha tried to say something but stutter. "Are you fasting well?" Aisha's throat closed, because for the first time, she realized her mother still believed her, still trusted her words, still defended her, and she had been living a lie. Later that night, thinking Aisha was asleep on the visitor's chair, her mother whispered weakly, "Ya Allah, if I have failed anywhere in raising her, forgive me." That was it. That was the knife. Her mother blamed herself, not Aisha, herself. And something inside Aisha cracked violently. Tears fell silently. Because suddenly, it wasn't about being exposed. It wasn't about aesthetics. It wasn't about university friends. It was about the woman on that bed thinking she failed. And for the first time, she felt ashamed not because she got caught, but because she saw the cost. That night in the hospital corridor, she removed her wig cap, covered her hair properly, not because anyone was watching, but because she felt exposed before Allah. She prayed in the hospital prayer room, and this time, she cried like someone who finally understood consequences. Not social consequences, real consequences. When her mother recovered slowly, Aisha didn't make announcements. She didn't delete everything dramatically. She just changed. She stopped performing. She stopped pretending to fast. She actually fasted. She relearned her salah. She distanced herself from friends who laughed at faith. And months later, when someone commented, "You've changed," she replied, "Yes, I almost lost something that mattered." Aisha finally understood Ramadan isn't aesthetic. It's accountability.